Hello, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers. This is your tarot, rune, and oracle reading for 2025. Yes, we're doing the year ahead readings. I am so excited to see what will happen this year for everyone. So I just want to give massive thanks and appreciation to everyone who has subscribed this past year. Oh my gosh, so many Capricorns subscribed in 2024, especially last January. Oh my gosh. And you now make up like 90% of the channel, so I hope you're happy. Thank you so much for all of that. Thank you to everyone who has liked any video, commented your stories and your thoughts, your beautiful, beautiful thoughts. I appreciate it so much, and I love connecting with you guys. And especially a big shout out to anyone who's ever left a donation, because you guys single-handedly kept the channel alive this year, so thank you for that. Oh my gosh. So Capricorn, you have Nauthies coming out in reverse as your rune to represent 2025. You know, as I was like sort of fiddling around with the runes, like sort of shuffling them up in the little baggie that I have them in, I got this like message in my head, this vision in my head, that a lot of Capricornians may find themselves in a position of caring for others in 2025. And this isn't necessarily a bad thing. It could actually be a very fulfilling thing, you know, as a Capricorn. Feeling very helpful and useful and needed can be extremely fulfilling for you, being an earth sign. But I am seeing that. So definitely pay attention to where that may apply, because you may find yourself in this newfound position of being a caregiver, okay? So some of you guys, for example, may have children, or maybe taking on more children, or you could find yourself caring for older family members, such as parents, if they're like aging, you know, things like that. Or if your partner or someone very close to you is going through a period where, you know, they are really needing to focus on something that prevents them from like working a lot and making a lot of money. You may be caring for them financially, or you just may find yourself in a position of great wealth and prosperity, and you're feeling generous and wanting to care for people more. So it'll look different depending on your situations, but definitely what I was picking up on is that you're finding yourself in a position of increased responsibility in 2025, caring for the livelihood of others, and also just caring for more in general, being responsible for more in general. So this could be like more land, more animals, more kids, more plants, more responsibilities at work, whatever it may be. And I just want to emphasize how neutral this message is. It's not a bad thing. It's not a good thing. It's just a neutral thing, you know? And as a Capricorn, you probably will be quite fulfilled by having more of this responsibility. You know, sometimes life, universe, spirit itself gives us blessings in the form of responsibility. For example, if you stumble into a lot of wealth, you know, that is your job now to manage said wealth. You know, that's a responsibility. If you have beautiful children, that is now your job, your responsibility to help them grow into something beautiful and safe and loved. So, not necessarily a bad thing. But definitely just keep your eye on the developments happening for you this year, and see sort of where you're feeling called to care and give attention and energy, and whom. It definitely feels like, well, both people as well as other responsibilities, like a combination of the two. So leave a comment down below if you already are sort of aware of where this calling is, like where you are being called to help and support others or support something. You know, if you already know, or you have a really good idea of what this will be, comment down below if you feel comfortable. You have completion coming out upright, beautiful rainbow Ouroboros here. So stunning. And this represents endings and new beginnings. Very stunning. All things have a beginning, middle, and end. This is the nature of life, the seed, the flower, and the fruit, and all of human relationships. Completion suggests the fullness of the moment and the need to transform an old form into a new one. Wow. So a complete sort of rebirth is happening here. And a lot of you guys, I'm seeing, you may be transitioning from a chapter in your life where you were really focused on building your own personal foundation. So doing things such as like building a foundation of a business, or your mental health, or your physical health, or something like that. a company, whatever. And now in this new chapter leading into 2025, you find yourself in a sort of different role where things are flowering a bit more. So you have more blessings, more prosperity, but also more responsibility, and finding yourself in more of a sort of like giving energy, like caring, providing sort of energy. Very fascinating. And what this says is you have finished a cycle and there is no more growth or benefit from hanging onto the old. In regard to relationships, it is time to honor what has been and find a new form for the future. In your ventures, it is time to reap your harvest. Completion is a time for celebration. It is the end of summer when the fruit is ripe. Exactly. Yeah, so things are definitely ripening for you in your life. There's going to be a lot more for you to reap for sure, which is great. Increased prosperity. I feel like Capricorn. I just have been feeling for Capricorn this steady increase in wealth and prosperity, like all throughout 2024 and especially in 2025. Okay, definitely that is continuing, and you may be finding yourself in a new position where you are caring for others, but it's not like it's expected of you, like you have to, it's forced upon you. It's more so you are the one that's saying, I want this responsibility. I want to care for this person or this thing. Like I want to be the protector, the provider, the gardener of this thing. So it's not thrusted upon you. It is something that you thrust yourself into. Okay, we have leadership. Some little message, little dirtiness just popped into my mind there. So some of you may also be indulging in your own sensuality in 2025 in new and exciting ways. We have leadership, exactly. This sort of goes along with what we were just saying. Like, and man, this came up in Aries reading and Cancer's reading as well. I was just picking up that like 2025 is the year where the cardinal signs are really like, it's your time to shine, and you are finding yourself like in the leadership position, like sort of being the role model for the rest of the zodiac, for everyone around you, and trying to make your life an example and trying to be a nice, steady, sort of prosperous person that other people can sort of like pick up on your energy and benefit from your energy and your wisdom, your advice. And also like just with what you're doing in life, like what you're choosing to spend your time on. You may find yourself in a leadership position there as well, and creating something beautiful for the rest of humanity or the world to enjoy. So love that. And then we have action. Oh my gosh. Yes, Capricorn, I feel this so strongly for you. You're just going to be doing a lot in general in 2025. Like this feels like one of your most productive years in terms of creative projects specifically. Okay, specifically creative projects and projects of it just feels like the energies are moving and shaking. It's like things are not still, things are not stagnant, things like I don't want to say they're not peaceful, because peace can be cultivated no matter what the energy looks like, because peace comes from within. But like things aren't going to be boring for you, I'll tell you that. Okay. It's not a peaceful year of healing and rest. No, this is a year of action. This is a year of leadership and initiative and changing, moving, grooving, like a lot going on for sure. A very interesting year. So let's get some more specific, shall we? We're going to pull 6 cards from the Tarot of the Divine and see how this energy will specifically manifest itself in this year ahead for you. You know, listen to your own intuition as we do these readings, and pay attention to any ideas, people, signs that pop up for you as you listen, because that is the most specific things that will occur. We have Justice coming out, okay? What you are putting your energy towards will pay off for you multiplied. Justice is low-key a really good card. You know, out of all of the tarot cards, people tend to talk the least about the Justice card. I don't know why. It's a really positive card when it's upright though, because it shows that all of your hard work is paying off and then some. And it also shows that any business arrangements or business deals you got yourself into, or any legal battles or legal things that you may be getting into will go successfully. It will go in your favor. So it is quite a positive card. I love to see it. And also, like, you know that the right thing will be done. Okay, you're putting your hard, honest effort, your hard work into quite a few things here. So it'll pay off. I don't know what else to say there. We do have the 5 of Cups coming out, okay? So not every year is going to be this perfect, like, prosperous, beautiful thing. There is a bit of mourning that we see here. And, you know, we have the completion card that came out for you as well. So there will be some endings this year. You know, I don't like predicting things like deaths, but I feel like there will be some natural endings that occur in 2025 for you that just feel like they're in the right timing. And not deaths, but like also anyone who you might be like close to, maybe they're moving away, or like maybe, you know, this old thing that you used to pour all of your time and energy and attention to. Maybe it's like a little side hustle. Maybe it could be anything. You're all so different. It's hard to give specific examples when there's so many people watching. But like, you know, you may be coming to the natural conclusion of certain things in your life. And the 5 of Cups sort of shows the natural mourning process that comes along with that. But, you know, the beautiful aspect of the 5 of Cups is that there's 2 cups standing right behind her upright. So this is like the 2 of Cups, like a beautiful, beautiful relationship and fresh start, fresh beginning, people who are still here for you. Situations for you to enjoy, you know, ideas that you're really excited to get done and complete. You know, you have all of these things at your fingertips right here in the present moment. When the 5 of Cups comes out upright, it does show those periods of times where we just we can't be in the present moment. We're lost in the nostalgia, thinking about this thing that we just lost, you know, like how beautiful our past was with someone or something. And that's natural. I don't resist the 5 of Cups when it comes out, and you can stay in this space for as long as you want or need in 2025. Just know that life is prosperous in the present moment, even if you find yourself in a place of mourning and sadness at all this year. We have the 4 of Wands coming out in reverse right next to that. Very interesting. I am wondering if some of you guys are mourning how do I put this? Mourning an alternate path. Like you may be psychically picking up on an alternate reality where you made a different decision with a certain relationship, or an alternate reality where something didn't occur, and you may be really connecting to that alternate reality in a psychic way. So when you are just, how do I even put this? Oh my God. If you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. I don't think I'm going to be able to describe this in a way that logically makes sense. But, you know, if you're somebody who has strong psychic abilities, which I feel like a lot of people who watch tarot readings are, sometimes you can just pick up on these alternate versions of yourself that exist elsewhere. You know, there is an infinite amount of you in this universe, countless amounts of timelines where you made different decisions, or, you know, will make different decisions, and you can psychically pick up on those. It's like, for example, I think the best example I could give you is like if you make the hard decision to break up with someone, and then it's like you go about living your life, and sometimes you think to yourself, like, if I didn't break up with this person, I would have been here right now, or this would have been happening right now, or blah, 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 blah. You know, so I am seeing some of you guys maybe sort of lost in that thought of like, where would I be if that didn't occur? Try to reel things back into the present moment. Whenever you find yourself lingering on those thoughts for too long, that's what I would say there. Because there is a tremendous amount of happiness and peace and beautiful, creative prosperity for you this year. And the decisions that you made in the past, like, you made them for a reason, and you have to honor and respect the version of you that made those decisions, because you made those decisions based off of the wisdom that you had at the time and the circumstances that you were in. Okay. And it's very easy for us to romanticize the past and forget some of the more toxic or negative things that occurred. Okay, so just try to think about that. Okay. Second row of cards out, we have the Hermit, the beautiful, beautiful Hermit, stunning card of deep inner wisdom, spiritual connection. You guys are very wise, okay? And you may be sharing this depth of wisdom, cleverness, creativity, and just amazingness with the world in general. This may be a year of study for you as well, connecting deeper and deeper with the relationship that you have with yourself, enjoying your alone time. And you know, it's so interesting because it's interesting how things can really change in a short amount of time. Like there could have been a point in your life where you could have never imagined doing things such as like eating at a restaurant by yourself, or being alone, or spending a lot of time, or traveling solo or something. And then it's like this year you find yourself in a position where you're really digging the relationship that you have with yourself. You're really digging that alone time. So I'm just seeing that for you. And also with the Hermit, I'm seeing learning new skills. So you may be pouring a lot of time and energy to learning a new skill. And particularly, I don't know why I'm picking up that like you may have been painstakingly trying to learn a skill for a while and like doing it on and off. You may be making a lot of progress in that this year. So for example, if any of you are learning a language as an adult, very difficult and takes a lot of work, and you may have been like on and off, but then it's like really making progress in that this year, or like an instrument or something, anything. Okay, we have the Hierophant coming out upright as well. Finding a great mentor. And also, some of you guys may be finding yourself in a position, especially next to the Hermit. Oh my gosh. A lot of you may be finding yourself in a position of being a community organizer, a spiritual leader, a counselor, a guide, a parent, or something of that nature, okay? Like, where do you find yourself in this position of spiritual leader, like almost elder-like energy? You know, you are the wise elder. Even if you're real young, you may be finding yourself in this position in 2025. Capricorns are being called to lead, to provide, to be the fatherly energy, even if you're a woman, the fatherly energy of the zodiac. And yeah, I'm seeing you really firmly stepping into this position, and it just you're feeling more mature. I don't know how to describe it. Just, it's a feeling, a sense of like, yes, I am mature. I have a lot to offer, a lot of advice, a lot of wisdom, that connection to my intuition, and I'm ready to help the world with it, or help raise more like tiny souls with it. So interesting. And then final card out is the 5 of Coins. You know, Capricorn, I feel like with Capricorn energy in general, one of the things that Capricorns struggle with throughout their lifetime is like weaving in and out of depression, to be honest with you. And, you know, it may be hard to just simply let yourself find balance and enjoyment and peace like in the center of life's experiences, because it doesn't matter what year we tap into. It could be your best year ever or your worst year ever. You will always have positive things and negative things happening, you know, and I view it as like a frequency, like a wave, you know, and it's like some years that wave may be like really high highs and really low lows, and other years it may be like nice, like gentle drifting, like, okay, a bad day here, a good day here, blah, 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 blah. But being able to find peace, acceptance, and enjoyment, no matter what's going on around you in the present moment, is such a powerful skill to have, and is one of the most life-changing things that I think someone can focus on developing within themselves. And with the 5 of Coins coming out here, you know, this is an energy of feeling lack, of feeling alone, and that like sort of coldness of, you know, being separated from society, feeling like an outcast almost, especially with the Hermit here as well. So some of you guys just may be like finding yourself having a hard time relating to other people with certain things. So, finding your community is something that you might not want to do, but your spirit guides are really trying to push you, really push you in that direction. And I literally just want to angrily push you, find your community, Capricorn, because you may enjoy your alone time and, be a little hermit, and that's fine. That's you. But this Five of Pentacles energy, which is not fun to experience, can easily be prevented by putting a conscious effort towards finding people who can relate to you on the things that you feel very alone about. Okay, and I will use spirituality as an example since this is a tarot reading on the internet. A lot of us do not have people in the flesh, in person, with whom we can talk about spirits and aliens and ghosts and tarot and talking to the universe and psychic abilities. It's not necessarily something that's very common, and that's why I created these YouTube channels, so all of us can come together. But if you're feeling really alone on things like that, for example, go out of your way in 2025 to find other people who you can connect with in that, because it will be so life-changing for you. And when I say connect with on that, I mean talking to them, one-on-one interpersonal connection. You are friends, not just a community like this on the internet where we're all strangers, but literally become friends with people in your niche community, whatever that may be, whether it is spirituality, LGBTQIA+, hardcore feminist, your political beliefs, whatever it is, wherever you feel most alone and outcasted, man, am I the only person who thinks this way? Find other people. It will really, really, really benefit your mental health. I promise you. Okay, your spirit guides are really wanting to push you forcefully in that direction, but they can't force you to do anything. You have free will. And, this Five of Coins, this feeling of aloneness and being outcasted, is underneath the Four of Wands. And the Four of Wands is a card of community celebration, coming together to celebrate life. Okay, so go ahead and actively put your search antennas out there. However you do that, signing up for groups or clubs or events within a community that you want to be more part of. Or if you're more antisocial like me, literally I will use dating apps to find friends, straight up. And I put that in my bio, I ain't trying to bang you. I just want a friend who's into talking to ghosts, or who is fill in the blank, whatever I'm looking for. Somebody who wants to go hiking or go to the gym with me or whatever. So do whatever you need to do. All right. Thank you for joining me, Capricorn. Definitely watch for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs to get the fullest overview of this year ahead. And like this video, comment your thoughts and feelings down below. What are your biggest goals, plans, dreams, and wishes for the year ahead? And what do you psychically think is going to happen this year? Let me know your predictions down below. Subscribe if you have not already. And also, guys, I am offering my 2025 personal reading. So it goes a lot more in depth than this. It's an hour-long reading where I'm only focusing on your energy, one-on-one, not the collective of Capricorn, but just you. And you can ask any questions that you have for the year ahead, or any concerns that you're currently dealing with, and I can take that into account in your reading and answer those questions. And I will also channel some messages from your spirit guides, past loved ones, and see what they want you to know heading into 2025. So it's my favorite reading to do, honestly, and I only offer it in December's and January. So it's a limited time deal. So go ahead and get that now so you don't forget. I really want to do some, so please get one. Tell your friends about it. I want to do so many of those readings. I don't know why. I just love doing year ahead readings for people. I also have other readings on my website as well, and all of my readings, you can ask whatever you want or talk about whatever you want, and I will do your reading and send it back to you within 7 days. So all of my readings, as well as my life coaching, we don't need to make any meetings. You just send me an email with your questions, comments, concerns, whatever burning subjects are on your mind and heart, and I do your reading and send it back to you within 7 days. And it will be in video format, so you'll actually get a link to a YouTube video. It's an unlisted YouTube video, meaning that nobody else can see it except for me, you, and whoever you share the link with. So go ahead and get that. I also offer my intention oils there and my online tarot reading course. So if you want to become a very confident tarot reader, like to the point where you can confidently start your own business doing tarot, I highly recommend getting that. And yeah, thank you for joining me. Bye-bye.